Yo, good morning. Welcome to your channel Victor with a V. In today's video, we're gonna talk about something that I consider is very important. So the topic for today is why you should get obsessed with your goals. So first of all, have you ever been told that it's okay to progress in something, even though you're progressing slowly, as long as you're doing like every single day a little progress? So what if I told you that it's not right? So of course you're gonna learn something. Of course that eventually you get to the point where you'd like to be. But the most important thing to highlight today is that if you get obsessed with your goals, if you study the most of your time, of your free time, you're gonna get further, you're gonna get faster, and you're gonna get better. So how does this work? So for example, let's suppose that you're trying to learn a language. How does a native speaker learn the language? Well, they're immersed into the language. So what does this mean, to get immersed into something? Okay, to get immersed into something is to dedicate most of your time, of your free time, to the thing that you like to learn. So as I said, let's suppose you're trying to learn a language. A native speaker learns by listening, by being an input with the language, by dedicating most of your time to it. So what you're gonna do is, for example, when you wake up, when you're taking the breakfast, instead of you eating normally, you're gonna be listening to podcast, you're gonna be listening to music, you're gonna take advantage of those free parts of your day. So for example, when you're eating, when you, for example, you have one class and you have break, and after that you have another class, you're gonna take those 3 times, and at the end of the day, it's gonna be like 3 hours of studying. So for example, what I do is when I wake up, I study 1 hour and a half English, and after that I study 2 hours and a half French, and that without affecting like my breakfast and stuff like that. Okay, and after that I take a free time to think, to relax, and after that I do my routine, my routine sport. And after that I take a shower, and while I take a shower, and while I forget to say, while I'm working out, I listen to a French podcast, almost 2 hours, and after that I listen to another podcast in English, while I take a shower. And I try to take advantage of those times where my body is occupied but my mind is free. So for example, when you're exercising, you're dedicating your physique to the movements that you're doing, but your mind is free. You're thinking like, what am I gonna eat after doing this routine? What am I gonna do after this? So you're not like really taking advantage of all your time, even though you're getting better in something. You can take advantage like in a more special way. So for example, I did this to learn English, and I've never been to the States, just once, and it was to eat chicken, so it was not like very helpful for me. What I did 4 years ago, I started learning English, and I really wanted to be good at it. So what I did is I studied 5 hours per day. I would dedicate most of my time to English, and I know that, for example, some people don't have enough time to study 5 hours per day, but you can study more than what you think you can do. So don't get it out of your mind. Something very important: don't make excuses. Don't try to be always justifying what you think. Just try to get better. So I started learning English. I studied 4 to 5 hours per day, a little bit more sometimes, and I get better like really really fast. I remember that at the beginning I didn't even know how to use like the verb to be or the auxiliaries. It was like something very difficult for me. Well, I thought that it was difficult, but I thought it because I never dedicated enough time to learn it. So after a year, I felt very confident with my English level. I knew that I wasn't like the best one, but also I knew that I had made like an amazing progression. So I kept doing it for 2 years, and after that, I didn't study that much. So when I studied university, I realized that there was like a scholarship to France, so I would like to take that one, but I didn't know anything of French. So 5 months ago, I started learning French, and I did what I've already said. I studied like 3 to 4 hours per day French, and that was very helpful because I remember that at the beginning I thought that French was like completely difficult for me. I thought that it wasn't for me, that I wasn't meant to learn French, but when you start studying and you stop like complaining and making excuses, you realize that the things are could be done faster than you think. So that's something pretty important. Dedicate the most of your time to your goals. It doesn't matter if someone tells you that it's not okay to spend that amount of time. Of course, do not forget your family, your friends, but also, for example, you gotta sacrifice parties, you gotta sacrifice meetings, but at the end, it's gonna be like something very helpful for you. You won't regret it. So please do everything you can to be the person that you would like to be in the future. I know that it's gonna take time, but you won't regret it, as I said. So, for example, learning languages is something that takes a lot of time. You gotta be patient. Patient is something very important, and also you won't have always the same motivation. Some days your motivation are gonna be higher. Some other days are gonna be lower. But also you have to learn how to be disciplined. Something pretty important. So in the next video, I'm gonna talk about self-discipline and how you can boost it up. And I promise you that when you become the person that you would like to be in the future, it would be a feeling with no comparison. Either if your goal is to buy a new house or to get married, the feeling has no words to describe it. So what to do now? What I want you to do right away is to start. To start that dream that you have in mind, that goal that you have in there to start. Try to avoid any excuses. Try to avoid any. Try not to delay it, and I promise you that the hardest part is the beginning. After that, all things are gonna come like almost straightforward. So if you like this video, please give it a thumb up. Please subscribe. That's gonna be really helpful for me if you would like to help me achieve this goal. Of course, I'm just starting. I know that I still have to improve a lot in my communication with the camera, and my English level as well is it's not like the best one right now, but I try to express myself the best way I can. So please give it a thumb up, subscribe, share with your friends if you would like to, and we'll see you next time.